Hello everyone and welcome to Sunburned Albino plays Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. I'm going to press the B button right now. Alright. This guy kicked my ass last time. My Pokemon were slightly underleveled and I had lost half of them before I started this battle. And yeah, he dominated me with confusion hacks with that goddamn Ninetales using Confuse Ray. And I was really not a fan of how that went down. But this is going to be better, because I went back and trained at Mount Battle. And just raised all my Pokemon's level by like 4. You know, so like I just got them to level 40 and now we'll be better off against these guys here. So, Sludge Bomb the Houndoom. Calm Mind. Last time I Calm-Minded, the Ninetales used Confuse Ray and Gardevoir. I assume that this is about to be the exact same goddamn thing. Yep. But then the confusion hacks made me hurt myself 3 times in a row. And I call that some bullshit. Feel free. Yeah, that does nothing. Muk is an absolute truck. Like a tank. I should have just said tank. I didn't think of tank. Almost enough to one-shot Houndoom. Oh, if only the poison had sunk in there. Oh well. What are we gonna do now? I guess we Sludge Bomb Ninetales while Gardevoir tries to kill the Houndoom. Maybe it'll work. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if I can get that Ninetales killed, this battle's gonna go absolutely perfectly. It's only because of Confuse Ray and the fact that I had lost half my Pokemon that I lost this battle. And it's kind of embarrassing, but, you know, we are, you know, it's late game. We are at the point where that stuff is more bound to happen. Thanks for Flash Fire working there. Clearly not somebody who pays attention to what Gardevoir traces. I like that poison. Alright, well then I'm just going to stop attacking you entirely and just wait for poison to eat you up, because there's nothing you can do to me, since I am already confused. Well, why don't we, like, just Shadow Punch you and get you out of the way, I suppose, while Gardevoir maybe can get this Psychic? Possibly? No. Oh well. Ah, you know, there's always next turn. Just don't confuse Muk. That doesn't bother me at all. Even if it doubles your Vileplume's speed, Gardevoir is still going to be faster than it, so... You know. And then there's Magmar. Which, we gotta take these guys out, or we gotta capture them way better this time. It did not work last time at all. And honestly, I would rather not fight both the Shadow Pokemon at the same time. So I think Muk is going to Sludge Bomb Magmar. And Gardevoir is going to Reflect. Yes. Alright. Let's be physically bulky so that Magmar's attacks don't do as much damage. While we try to knock it out. Or, well, capture it. Yeah, that makes a lot of difference too. Alright. Got me with that one. Oh, that critical hit was devastating. That 6 damage you done, I'm never gonna get that back. Oh, don't poison. Do not poison. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Oh, that is terrific. Okay. In that case, Muk will use the Ultra Ball on the Magmar, and Gardevoir will one-shot the hell out of this Vileplume with Psychic. Don't let me down. It's not like I can lower your health anymore. I don't know what else you'd expect me to do. So you really just gotta give me this one. Yeah! Oh, this is a new chapter. A new chapter in our lives. And there's Pinsir, the other Shatter Pokemon, who was also very instrumental in breaking my team. While I tried to capture it. Come on! Like, the same shit is happening that happened last time. The only difference is my Pokemon are stronger now, so it doesn't affect it as much. But it is still equally as annoying. Well... given what Sludge Bomb did to Magmar, what do we think about what it'll do to Pinsir? Do we go for it again? I don't think so. Why don't we just Shadow Punch it and see how much damage that does? And Gardevoir will maybe actually be able to land her damn Psychic. Finally. Not that Vileplume was a big issue. I'm just surprised it didn't use any, like, status moves against me, like Poison Powder or something like that. We've still got Reflect active, so nobody should be in danger. Unless it's a critical hit, of course. Terrific. Well, I guess... oh yeah, you can see Nuzleaf and Flareon are a lot higher. Because, I had Nuzleaf with the Exp share in Mount Battle, and Flareon was his, guide, shall we say, partner. I'm just trying to get Nuzleaf to level 49 as fast as possible so I can finally evolve it once it learns Extra Sensory. Because right now, Nuzleaf is the weakest link on my team. And it actually has been for a very long time. Okay, well... I think this combo of Double Edge and Shockwave should be good in terms of not killing Pinsir. Because take into account the Calm Mind. Alright, that did about as much damage as I wanted it to. What does that do? I don't remember. Oh, does that get rid of, like, okay, okay. You're a little late on that, but, oh, that's perfect. I like that. I like where that is. Sunlight faded. Fine. Gardevoir has the health to take a Shadow Break as long as I reflect with him. Oh, wait. Let's not Ultra Ball. This is why we have Net Balls. A ball that works well on water and Bug-type Pokemon, so this should be a sure thing, and if it isn't, I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be slightly pissedly upset. Come on, Pinsir. Oh, that was basically flawless. I mean, we lost Muk, but that was due to a stupid critical hit, so, you know. Alright, Magmar and Pinsir are done. My GameCube's making them clicking noises. Really needs to cut that out. I'm pretty sure that through this door is a healing center. In fact, oh, actually, I think there's only oh, no, never mind. This isn't where yes, it is. This is where a healing center is. Oh, look at you. Alright. Who should we send out? I think Muk and Gardevoir is fine. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be good. I don't like this guy, girl, because I think you use Intimidate. And that would make my Muk not as good. Yep, there's goddamn Stantler. And Mightyena. No, that's double Intimidate. That's right, you're the annoying one. You are the dick. I recall now. The one that ruins physical attacking teams, which is why I have Gardevoir in the other slot. But this is some bullshit. And of course, my Intimidate's not going to do anything at all. Well, Muk has to switch out because he has just been castrated. What do we do now? We send out Magneton. Let's test how strong Psychic is against Stantler. If this one-shot Stantler, then I'll feel good about not having used Calm Mind in this instance. Alright, I like that. And there's Gardevoir getting the level up. Okay. Technically, I feel good about somebody's offensive stats as long as by the time they reach level 50, they're over 120. So most of my offensive attacking Pokemon do fit that bill. So that is very good. We're going to have to Thunderbolt Mightyena, and we're going to have to Psychic Zangoose. And if Psychic took out the Stantler, I can't imagine it not taking out the Zangoose. Indubitably. I have a Zangoose of my own. I know its strengths and weaknesses, and I exploit them. Ooh, nice crit. You wouldn't have needed it, but good one all the same. Magneton actually has more special attack than Gardevoir. Okay. You know, Gardevoir shockwaving the Sharpedo would do enough. But that would render Magneton's attack have to be against Sunflora, and that would be kind of not good. Sunflora will probably survive this attack. Because its special defense is annoying. And it's all it has going for it, because Sunflora is a really not good Pokemon at all, in any aspect, except special defense. No chance. That would have killed two of you if you hemorrhaged your health bars together. Oh, well, that's certain to save you from certain annihilation. Double Edge. Shockwave, because I'm feeling confident. Bye-bye. And that's why you don't train a Sunflora. Alright, Kimley has been destroyed. She will now step aside. I will go up the elevator, and I think that leads me to more lava places with more lava trainers. I don't know why they had to put the PC farther away, like away from the healing center. I'm not really gonna question it, even though I just did. But we'll reheal. And then the Intimidate should not be a factor for at least another few battles. Switch out Magneton with Gardevoir. Let's level up everybody equally, except for Nuzleaf and Flareon, who are gonna be sitting in the back for a while. Waiting for other people to catch up to them. You know, they're basically my... In case something goes terribly wrong, they're my aces in the hole. Except Nuzleaf really is not that strong. Anyway. Hope you're well. If Team Snag'em Goons cause trouble in the desert, go... Alright. Good. You should go to the annual Slam Poetry Fest and write that one, say that one in. I'm sure you'll win top honors. Of course, that is assuming that I even know how that works. I don't have to battle these two guys, and so I'm not going to. And you might think that's a cop-out, but... Well, okay, I have to battle this guy then. But I don't have to battle the chick. Maybe that's some kind of glitch. But I'm glad for it. Because if the battle's optional, then that means they don't have Shadow Pokemon. At least in this stage. And the only reason that I would battle outside of Mount Battle is to capture Shadow Pokemon. Yeah, Acid Armor, and then Thunderbolt. Is Fortress going to use Protect, though? Because I could totally see that happening. Okay, good. That'll be enough. Alright, attack just broke 100, which means I was right about Muck having good attack, at least in my eyes. Okay. Now that Wobbuffet's gonna be tricky. We'll probably have to double team it, and even then I don't think it would work. Good job, Weezing. Why don't you just Helping Hand, because I don't want you to attack Wobbuffet. And then we can ensure that Weezing's demise is imminent. Even though I do think that Thunderbolt would kill it pretty much guaranteed without the Helping Hand, but you might as well help. Dodrio. I already caught the shadow version of you. Okay. You use Mirror Coat. I can pretty much guarantee that you use Counter next turn. So I'm gonna Sludge Bomb Dodrio and Thunderbolt Wobbuffet. Because I do think that the AI likes to behave the way I do and not use the same moves over and over again. I can't believe that did that much damage. I totally should have Shadow Punched the Wobbuffet. Don't use Mirror Coat. Aha! Terrific. Oh, and you did die from poison. I thought I'd have to wait a turn. But good for me. Alright, the next turn is pretty obvious. Shadow Punch Wobbuffet, Thunderbolt Skarmory, and we will win the day. I'm gonna take a drink of my water in celebration of my impending victory. Delicious. My dad said that you're not supposed to refill water bottles more than twice because the plastic melts into the water or something. Is there any truth to that? Is there any validity to that? Should I be worried because this is my 5th refill of this water bottle? Am I drinking just liquid plastic right now? Is it just oozing off the sides? I don't know. The bottle looks pristine. Doesn't look like anything's been, you know, peeled off. I feel like that's just an old wives' tale, which makes perfect sense for my dad to be the one to have told it. There's like 2 guys on the left side. I don't know which way leads to the right way, so let's just go this way. Okay, good. This is where I want to go then. So I got a PP up. I'm gonna have to fight this guy to get to this chest. Oh, 2 guys, never mind. Alright, Coolig, what do you got? Muckin' Magneton. I like the way that sounds for some reason. I sure wish Azumarill was Fairy type so I could just Sludge Bomb it and feel like this was all over. But I guess we'll just have to do that. Super effective. Caliper fainted. Alright, what's next? What is next? It's been like a week since I recorded an XD video. I have been uploading them every day, as you've seen. But I just created this enormous backlog. Just because I didn't have anything else to do all day, so I was just recording like 4 episodes a day. But now that backlog is running thin, and so now I'm starting it back up again. And we're almost done with the game. You know, I've snagged 54 Shadow Pokemon. I think there's 90 or 82 maybe. I don't even remember at this point. But yeah, you know, we're in the last area So this is the home stretch. There's many, many floors and battles of this area still to come. But, you know, the end is in sight. Alright, but you keep sending out the exact perfect Pokemon for me to take out. Mostly they're for Magneton, but, you know, Muck can help. Shadow Punch the Quillfish, and we'll Thunderbolt the Octillery. Then we'll probably have to Thunderbolt the Quillfish, and I feel bad that I've used Thunderbolt 4 times in a row in this battle. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth when you just repeat moves. I wish the AI felt the same way sometimes. Some of the AI. Like when people want to freaking use Double Team 6 times in a row. That just feels icky to me. Like, if I could guarantee that Double Edge and Shadow Punch would get the job done, I would use that instead, but unfortunately I cannot. But it's about time I put Zangoose in the front line. Alright, level 42 Muck. Yeah, which means Zangoose will replace Muck, and it'll be Zangoose and Magneton. The best of friends. With no relation to one another. Alright. But yeah, oh, I thought I totally thought you were gonna let me get by. But my team is not competitively sound, but, you know, for the purposes of a game like this, like, if you're just doing the campaign, or the story of a Pokemon game, it doesn't really matter if your team's not that balanced. If it has blatant weaknesses. As long as you are good at battling, it really... And yeah, I taught Zangoose... I regained the move Swords Dance from the move tutor at Mount Battle for Zangoose, and then I won enough Poke Coupons, or Battle Coupons, Battle Points, whatever they are, to purchase another instance of Shadow Ball. So Zangoose is really, really decked out now. So we're gonna Shadow Ball the Grumpig. And you know that Grumpig's special defense is terrific. But Shadow Ball is a physical move because Ghost is physical, and a lot of people didn't know that. At least I was not one of the people who knew that. And this will prove it. If Shadow Ball kills Grumpig in one hit, that will prove that it's a physical move. Goodbye. Yeah. Because if it was a special move, Zangoose has no special attack. That wouldn't have even done a half damage. That wouldn't have even done a third damage. But yeah, at this point in the game, I don't feel the need to Swords Dance because I can one-shot a lot of these Pokemon already. Swalot is an exception. But we can double team it. Maybe not now, because the Relicanth is there. In fact, why don't we Swords Dance right now? And Thunderbolt the Relicanth. And then we can Crush Claw the Swalot, and that will be a one-hit KO. Almost certainly. But I like my team. I don't care what anybody else says. My team may not be the most balanced, but it's fun. And I like all the Pokemon individually, which is why I make a team out of them. Use it on Zangoose. Use it on Zangoose. Well, I mean, of course you did. Magneton's Steel type wouldn't have done shit, but Zangoose can't be poisoned, so I'm not worried either. Crush Claw Swalot, Thunderbolt, Golduck. I'm gonna have to go back and heal just to restore the PP of Thunderbolt. And Quagsire is the first that might be difficult. Well, no. Zangoose, Swords Dance, OKOs everything. There's no question about it. Maybe a super strong, high defense steel type would withstand a Brick Break from him. But for the most part, I can just Crush Claw and Double Edge as backup. Wonderful. But yeah, they're gaining levels fast. I made it to Area 7 in Mount Battle. Area 7 is when the Pokemon become, like, level 57, is where the enemies. So you don't want to actually, like, do that area. But you can get there and you'll be facing Pokemon that are, like, level 44 by the end of it. And my, like, high level 30s were still fine against those. And that is the case because their AI is meant to be worse because they're just Mount Battle trainers. So let's get Gardevoir instead of Magneton back here. We'll heal after we clear out this area. This leftwards area of Cypher trainers that fall down from the sky. You know, on my first attempt, I would have thought there would be nobody that way, but then, you know, I was naive back then and knew me knows better. Never take things at face value. There are often things that lie in the shadows and wait to pounce on those who would be unsuspecting. Now. I don't understand why a fire type would need an ability that lets them not burn. That's what Magma Armor does, right? Or does it stop them from being frozen? That could also be it. I don't recall. I do not recall. But this looks like a good place to Swords Dance. And we can just Psychic the Wheezing. And then Camerupt will actually probably use Earthquake. Which is good and bad. Bad because it's going to do a lot of damage to my Pokemon. Good because when I take out this Wheezing, whatever gets sent in will also likely take damage from it unless it's Flying type. Which he does have control over what he sends in, so if he would anticipate that, then he could very well send in something that also floats / flies. But no, he sends out Muck! My Muck! My Muck's better, though. Way better. And you just use Takedown anyway, which still hurts. Ish. This is not as much as Earthquake would have, obviously. Alright. Yep, Crush Claw Camerupt and Psychic the Muck. Nice crit. Didn't need it, but I'll take it anyway. Oh, that's a Shadow Pokemon. I do remember that. That one's gonna be tough to catch. I'm pretty sure it's level 40, actually. I think they start giving me level 40 Shadow Pokemon. Are you kidding me? You survived that? That is blowing my goddamn mind. I knew Muck was bulky. I didn't think their Muck was bulky. And that's also annoying. I'm gonna lose maybe a couple Pokemon in this endeavor here. And yeah, it is level 40. As expected. If I I Swords Danced. If I Brick Break, I still don't think that would kill Rapidash. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna bank on my instincts being correct here. Just don't crit. Yes. Okay, good. I could have probably even Shadow Balled and maybe gotten him into the red, which would have made him easier to catch. But, you know, I was just really working on the bank of it not killing him. Magcargo's also a Shadow Pokemon. Magcargo is not... I really, really want to like Magcargo. I like its design a lot. I think it's a really cool idea for a Pokemon. I like... its offensive stats are technically okay, I think. I actually don't remember. And it can learn Shell Smash, which is potentially amazing, but its speed is so goddamn low that Shell Smash doesn't really help at all. Not in the slightest. I feel like Zangoose can Shadow Ball Magcargo and it'll be fine. If Brick Break didn't work against Rapidash, Shadow Ball should be fine against Magcargo, especially with its added defense being a rock type. The defense that it should have, technically, I suppose. So then, Gardevoir, I guess, I mean, we could heal you, but I'd rather just go for getting these guys here. So we'll attack, or throw the ball at Rapidash here. Maybe it'll work instantly, it's unlikely. But you never know. Rapidash seems like a Pokemon that would put up a struggle. You know how difficult Untamed horses can be. But this one is apparently more docile than I gave it credit for. Do not crit. There's no chance this kills it, but don't crit. Good. Alright. I like that. Okay, that's probably going to be enough to take out both my Pokemon. I think Gardevoir will survive, but then die from poison. Goodbye, Zangoose. You fought bravely, very valiantly. So we'll send out Muck. Because Muck is a bulky son of a bitch. And Gardevoir is now poisoned dead. Muck could probably land a Shadow Punch and not worry about it killing. Why don't we send in Flareon? Let me... Shadow Punch should absolutely not get the kill. Sludge Bomb also wouldn't get the kill because it's not very effective, but it might poison and that could ruin stuff. I'm gonna do it. Maybe we'll catch him before I even need to. But I'm still trusting my instincts on this one. I like it. I like the way this is going. Alright, coalesced. What do you mean you can't battle in the heat? You use predominantly fire types. And by that I mean your shadow Pokemon were predominantly fire type. But I gotta go back and heal before I can tackle the other guy that hides in that area. And then there's people guarding the elevator, and they've got Shadow Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, and those are probably going to prove tough to catch as well. But absolutely worth it. You know, sometimes I wish you could take more than 6 Pokemon, because I would so love to train a Hitmonlee. That would be real nice. Indeed. Who's gonna go up? Well, still Gardevoir and Zangoose still seems fine to me. Zangoose is a sweeping machine. And I know we're rapidly approaching the time where I would normally end the video. I think we're fine to do one more battle. Feeling generous. I mean, this is my first video of the day. There are going to be 3 or 4 more for me today. So splitting them up between episodes doesn't matter. Oh, where are you? Just be in a Coliseum match so I have an excuse to not go. By the time I even leave this place, the Mirror Radar will probably just be done. I'm gonna ignore it. He's only got, like, 2 Shadow Pokemon. He's got... Okay, what does he have? He's got Nose Pass? I'm pretty sure I let go some other Pokemon. I forget what it was. I got a dumb crit on it. And accidentally killed it. I don't remember what it was, though. And do you really... Can we stop with the Ninetales, please? Well, we can Brick Break Cacturn. That's probably a guaranteed kill. And why don't we just Psychic the Ninetales? I just want it dead. Before it can confuse Ray. I also wish there was a way to get a Cacnea. There might be. At, like, the Rock Pokespot. I think a Cacnea could probably show up there. It likes the desert. But I would absolutely take Cacturn over Shiftry. Like, if Greasix had a Shadow Cacnea, I would have been just fine taking that instead. Alright. At this point, it's probably pointless not to Swords Dance, since we can't hit the Ninetales. And it's probably pointless not to Calm Mind, since we can't hit the Ninetales. Torkoal's gonna do what Torkoal's gonna do. I don't care what it is. Probably like Iron Defense or something. Or Smoke Screen. I guess that would be annoying. Good hit, Ninetales. 2-turn attacks are always worth it. Body slam. Just don't paralyze. Oh, you really want to just cripple Zangoose, don't you? Oh, and you succeeded, you dick! Oh, man. Okay, well. I have to attack Torkoal with Zangoose, because Ninetales will probably dig before I do anything about that. We can Shockwave Ninetales, though, now, because that will now do enough damage to destroy it. And I don't like reusing moves all the time, as I've mentioned many, many, many times. Ninetales just doesn't have quite enough special. Ninetales is like Zebstrika for me. I like it, but it's just barely not offensively powerful enough for me. And Zebstrika is better than Ninetales. Because Zebstrika has 100 base attack. Ninetales has like... is it 90? Or is it like 85? But, yeah. And even Paralyzed Zangoose is faster than Torkoal, so that's hilarious. Gardevoir can Shockwave the Mantine. And this will kill, because I have the Calm Mind. If I didn't Calm Mind, maybe you could make a case for why it would survive. But I don't, absolutely not with Calm Mind here. Alright, and maybe it would be nice to not let Zangoose die. But provided he doesn't get hit by this paralysis, he's not going to. Oh, he's paralyzed, he can't move, that's hilarious. Oh boy. Oh, Flash Fire, good job. Good job there. Do I have a full restore? I feel like using it. I do have 2 of them. Okay. Good. What do I expect Tropius to do? Probably either Body Slam or Swords Dance or something of that nature. You Shockwave the Torkoal so it can no longer Flamethrower the Zangoose, or anybody else for that matter. Future Sight. You know... Oh, they didn't buff it yet, so it's not 100 in this one. It's like 80, isn't it? So yeah, I'm not going to do that. Because they made a case for Future Sight being better than Psychic in like Gen 4 or 5 or 6, because they made it 100. But, 100 strength. But, yeah, not this time. Crush Claw, Shockwave. That'll do the job. Are you kidding me? Fine. Grow as tall as you want, so you can reach the tallest banana trees. If those are they in trees or are they in bushes? Who the hell even knows? Probably most people. Probably anyone who's ever Googled bananas. Probably anyone who's ever eaten a banana. Probably anyone who's ever seen where bananas are grown. I do not fit into any of those categories, though, unfortunately. Yeah. Alright, but Colin is toast. Oh, it's too hot in here? You chose to post up here. Maybe you were given orders to post up here. But, I don't know. You probably could have advocated for a cooler position. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. There are still way more battles ahead. And I will see you guys next time.